Drogba indirdi ceza Snyder. Snyder gol! Allah'ım gol!
Muslera! Fernando Muslera! Golün adı Muslera!
Sarıyoglu, Drogba! This is incredible!
Hello, welcome to the Lion's Den, a Galatasaray podcast done by the community for the community. Today, I am your host, Emre, and we are back. When I say we're back, I'm here with John. It's been a while, and sorry that we weren't around for, a while. And John can tell you, we've all been busy, and we're apologizing to you guys who've been asking us for a while now, where's the episode? We want an episode. Well, today we're delivering, and I'm with my man from Canada, John. John, how are you feeling, man? It's been a while.
What's up, man? I'm doing well. It has been a while. Sorry to all of our listeners. It's been, I'm not even sure really how many weeks, but like you said, life happens sometimes. We get busy, we all get caught up, and I don't think people realize as well, like, we have people all over the place, man, different time zones and different work schedules. And sometimes it's so hard to even find two people to just get in and talk about the game for an hour or so, but we made it happen tonight. Happy to be back, hoping to be a bit more consistent. Happy to be back, and happy to hear from you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, man, like you said, bro, the logistics of getting two people on at the same time is kind of hard. Yeah. It's like a puzzle in itself. It's like one person's available at this time, but the other person is not. One person's available this day, but the two other guys are not. So, it's hard. We do it for the community. This is a passion project at the end of the day. And we really do love all the support we see from everyone that listens to us, everyone that messages us saying they want, us to keep going. And they're asking us, yo, you guys good? What's going on? And so we're good. We're here. And today we're here to talk about the Trabzon game. Yeah, we skipped a couple of games, but we're back with a good one, though. This one's worth talking about. And so today, me and John will talk about our 5-1 win away against Trabzonspor. Yes, 5-1. Finally, we scored more than 2 goals in a game, and we can actually relax for once. Our butts unclenched and just relaxed. And on top of that, John, our closest opponent ties against one of a relegation, teams.
Yep.
What did you feel when we won 5-1 at the end of the day?
First of all, I knew it was a matter of time before Fener dropped points. Like, there's no way that they're going to go the whole season without, that was just never going to happen. It's not in their DNA to do that. I was just waiting for something like this to happen. And it was so nice, not only them dropping points, but us just having an absolute field day in a big match against Trabzon. It just felt so nice. And it was that felt like a statement victory. Even though Trabzon were weak, a lot of players missing, and, clearly it wasn't that great of a performance from them. It still felt like it was, a statement performance. And I'm hoping the momentum kind of shifts here, and we can sort of look at ourselves and say, you know what, when we want to, we can make something happen. We can put the ball in the net, and hopefully it's a knock to Fener's morale, and it sort of lifts us up,
Yeah. And like you were saying, this is still Trabzon away. This is one of the hardest away games you could possibly play, because I don't know, when's the last time we've won against Trabzon away? And this is like the first time they concede 5 goals at home. Yeah. Something like, I remember seeing something like that on the X, aka Twitter.
Yeah.
So it's still really good. And 5-1, the game could have finished 7-1, 8-1.
True.
We could have made history.
True.
And we still scored 5-1 out of an XG of 1.25.
Yeah. If there's nothing else really that really important that you wanted to dive into, I can introduce the match officially, our lineup, stats, everything like that.
Yeah, I'm sure the guys don't care about anything apart from us talking about this game. So let's get into the game, John.
Let's do it. So this is round 21 of the Super League. Like you said, Emre, we were away to Trabzon. This one ended 5-1, big scoreline. A little bit of a tweaked starting 11. So we had, of course, Muslera in goal, Kaan Ayhan left back, Abdul Kerim and Victor Nelson center back, Sasha Boy starting in right back, Lucas Torreira, Kerem Demirbay, Kerem Aktürkoğlu, Mertens, Barış playing in his natural position for the first time in a while. And then we had Zaha up front, the big man up top, I think for the first time this season. We're going to talk about that in a bit. I'll go through some stats first, though. Like you mentioned a second ago, Emre, somehow we had an XG of 1.25 and we put the ball in the net 5 times. Could have been 7 or 8. So that's interesting. 17 total shots, 10 on target. And our man of the match from FootMob as well as SofaScore is Wilfried Zaha with a 9.3 rating. Yeah, like I said, a little bit of a different 11, and I thought it worked really well. Like I said, though, you know, Trabzon were down some really important players. So, you know, think of that what you will. But nonetheless, all things considered, I thought it was a really nice performance after, oh my God, man, just a string of just pathetic football, really. Like, it's been so horrible. It's been so bad. These little 1-goal games and just bad football in general. So I'm really happy to bounce back. But what did you think about the match and our 11 especially?
I thought the 11 was great. You know, I finally see someone other than Halil in striker. I'm happy. You know, I mean, what I love about this lineup is not only did Zaha play a striker, it gave the opportunity for Kerem to be in his natural role as well. Mm-hmm. And that's so important because Kerem just does not shine anywhere else on the field except on the left wing. I mean, he naturally comes in, you know, like inverts into the midfield anyway from time to time. And I also like that Mertens gets to play at 10 too now. Like, Mertens is like the captain, the admiral of the team, telling everyone what to do, where to stand. He's just so smart. This guy is just still at level, what, 36?
Yeah.
His brain is just another level. Like, he's too much for the league. He's too much for the league.
Yeah.
And I don't know. This is the first. Wait, this is the first game that he's tried Can at left back.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I mean. Like, it was a different type of starting 11, you know, because of those couple changes. And
like, dude, that's like super risky because Can is very slow, right?
Yeah.
But then you have Visca on the right wing, who's very fast. So, and Can is just, I'm so happy. I've never felt so happy to be so wrong about something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
And that's Can, bro. Yeah. Okay. Can is just, has just shattered my expectations.
Bro, he's like Barış, bro. He's our second Joker card.
Yeah, dude. Him and Barış have just been phenomenal for us. Man. Phenomenal.
I mean, bro, Can, like left back, right back, center back. He's played in the midfield as well.
And then you have Barış who could play left wing, right wing, striker. Give him a role in the midfield. He'd probably do fine there too nowadays.
Back, don't forget left back as of late, right?
He could probably play right back too. You know, God forbid something happens to Sasha.
Yeah, it's so crazy because they're both Turkish, which is just...
That helps us so much.
Oh my God, it's crazy. Like, it's just so crazy having players like that. And like, Can wasn't even... Like, he's playing in the Champions League, bro. Like, he's playing in the midfield against Bayern and Man U. And then the next week he'll play center back, and the next week he'll play left back. Like, it's just two absolutely crazy players to have. It's so useful.
And then a week he's just on the bench, and he's saying nothing about it.
Yeah,
and he's like fine with it. That's
what a player.
Yeah, it's just it's a luxury right now what we have.
Yeah, Yeah.
Before we were like, oh, what are we gonna do about the foreign limit? Now we
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
5 players on the field that's Turkish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't know if you
absolutely.
noticed that. We went out with 5 players.
Yeah, and look at the players we're going out with that are Turkish, like Barış, Kerem, Can, Abdülkerim, Kerem Demirbay. Like, the days of going out there with Berkan and Taylan, I don't know. These guys are operating at a different level right now.
Oh, absolutely. And we got to give some props to Okan Hoca because he's the one that made Khan
Yeah.
what he is now, right? He's the one that put him in the places where he's shining.
Mhm.
Same with Barış, the left back. I mean, I had the left back idea before he did. Let's just
true.
throw it out there.
Totally true.
All right. But he's like, all right, Emre, I'm going to do what you say. And he put him at left back. And then boom, he started shining. And ever since then, Barış has been consistently putting, more on top of his performance. And he's just so much more confident now. Like, dude, remember the days where I used to say he's not really a winger?
Yeah.
I see him more as a striker.
Yeah.
He is nowhere near what he was playing back then. Like, he looked like an amateur, like a headless chicken running at the goal. But
Yeah.
now he is playing for the team. He's actually picking his head up, trying to cross. He's just playing like a whole different player.
Yeah,
And
he's raised his
it's
level.
insane.
No doubt, bro. He's raised his level so much. I'm so happy for the kid, man.
Yeah, and then you see Kerem Demirbay actually starting to do work too, bro. What do you think about that?
Yeah, actually, for up until maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I wrote him off, bro. I thought he was absolute dog water. Like, that's it. There was nothing. I had no other consideration for him, no other opinion. I just thought he was straight dog water. But no, the last few weeks, actually, I thought he's been playing really well. Like, he was in this match, he was rated a 7.9. And I'm sure if I go back to some of the previous matches as well, he was rated highly. He played really well in our cup match as well, right before the Trabzon match. And yeah, he's kind of coming around as well. And I love how they asked him about it after the match. And he's like, this is my job. That's my job.
He's so nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just my job, bro. What do you want?
yeah. I know.
What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy that he's coming around as well. Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean. Like, I hope all of these things that are starting to come together, I'm hoping that's what, the start and what's going to lead to sort of a momentum change here.
The funny thing you say that is because last year, around the same week that we played, Fenerbahçe was leader. They lost against Giresun at home.
Yeah.
And right after that, we beat Başakşehir 7-0.
Oh.
Same vibes right now.
Exact same vibes.
How important do you think this is for morale? I'm just like overall mental status or psikolojik üstünlük, as Ismail Eagle would say.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is huge. And like, look, it's hard. Even though we were winning, most of our games, we did drop points along the road there. Even though we were winning, they just weren't good performances, bro. Like, even though we were winning, you could still see that frustration from certain players, frustration from Okan. And yeah, I mean, with a group of players like this, though, we have players that are winners, bro. Like Icardi, Torreira, Zaha, Mertens, Kerem, Muslera. Like, we have players that are winners. It's just a matter of time before we kind of turn the corner and start playing better football, because for a few weeks there, it was looking grim, man. Like, just no organization. We couldn't score, couldn't create chances, narrow 1-0, 2-1 wins. So in terms of the mental aspect and the whole psychology behind it, like I said, if you're Fener, if you drop points and you see us put a beating on Trabzon like this, it's not looking good for you, really, like historically speaking. When you see us really gaining momentum like this, it could be over real soon. So I'm not going to jinx it, but let's see what happens,
On top of that, we have been missing players like Icardi, who's important, and a few other players. And we have players that are not playing in their original, positions, and we're still winning. And then we're putting performances like this. Can we talk about another winner? Can we
Who's
talk
that?
about Okan Buruk?
Sure.
Okan Buruk in his 10 derby games, okay?
Yeah.
10 derby games, 7 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss.
Bro.
Outstanding. One of those draws was against Fenerbahce away. We played earlier in the couple games back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we know what happened in that game. You know, Icardi didn't mysteriously break his, cheekbone, slamming into the post.
Yeah.
You know, what Fenerbahce would like you to think.
Yeah. Bro, it's so funny how that picture came out, like, in that sequence where he apparently smashed against the post and, like, his face wasn't even near the post. Like,
yeah, it was more like his chin, like the bottom of his chin, bro. It's like, what, are you blind? How is that physically possible?
So they're just comical at times, dude. But no, dude, like, there are things that I give Okan a lot of credit for, and there are things that I bash him a bit for. Mm-hmm. But like I said, at the end of the day, like, if we really look at the core of this, okay, like I said, we weren't playing good football, but we were still winning. You know, at least we still have that. You know, because of course, everyone is gonna feel so disheartened, and you know, when we're playing really bad football, which those few weeks, like, I'm sure anyone can agree, it was horrendous football. It was there was just nothing there. But we're still winning. We're still getting results. So I look at that as a positive. You know, if we have a coach where even if we're not getting these results, even if we're just squeezing by 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, whatever it is, again, I can't help but think it's just a matter of time before we sort of turn that corner. And at his core, I would say Okan Buruk is a winner. Like, at his core, you know, he's proved that all of last season.
Bro, look at the derby performance, bro. We don't name one derby. Okay, one derby we were bad, and that was the Beşiktaş away game. But like 9 of the other games, we were the better side.
Yeah, no, undoubtedly, right? Bro.
So, I go out to derbies now feeling relaxed.
Yeah.
When has that been a thing with Galatasaray?
Yeah,
especially away.
It's very true, bro. Even you know, like, people love to compare Okan with Fatih Terim quite a bit. And I do too in certain aspects, but even under Fatih Terim, bro, like, there was a million derbies that we lost, bro. Or like I'm not gonna get into that whole thing, but like I said, I have to give credit where credit's due. And when you look at Okan Buruk's record with Galatasaray, it's outstanding so far, bro. You know, we just have to start playing better football, and then, you know, geez, full credit.
And the transfer period is not even over, so maybe a few transfers and this team will be like unstoppable.
Yeah.
But we don't even know. I think the current transfer rumor is Kamada.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think? If we did manage to snag Kamada, what would that do for this team?
Bro, first of all, what upsets me so much about that is we were after him before the season, bro.
Right.
Like, okay, fine. If we end up, because he's a player that I would really love to join this team, and it just sucks. Like, if he joins halfway when he could have just been here from the beginning, bro, like, that would have made such a big difference. But, I mean, to be honest with you, there's two sides to look at that. You know, you could say if he was with us from the beginning, he would have had so much time to sort of gel with the team and, you know, find his footing a little bit.
Right.
But sometimes when you're a bit sluggish, like how we've been the last, I'll just say the last month or so, sometimes injecting something like that, like some different type of player, sometimes that's what you need, bro. Like, sometimes you need some, you know, fresh blood in the team that does things differently. They move differently. They pass differently. They create different types of chances. So I could be saying, man, it sucks. I wish he joined from the beginning. But maybe him joining halfway through is actually what we need, you know. And I would love to see him, bro. I think he looks fantastic. Even though he hasn't been doing the best for Lazio, I think he's a great player.
Yeah, I would love to see him. He's one of the players that I wanted to see for so long. But yeah, no, if we just, you know, go back to the game. One of the players many people were criticizing, many I would say, myself included, was Zaha. And the man just opened up the game with 2 goals. What do you think of his performance today?
Yeah, so on that note, I'll just mention, so we had Zaha with 2 goals, Can scored a beautiful goal, and we had Kerem who scored twice. Forgot to mention that.
I bet you're very surprised about that the most, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm surprised the ball on those 2 ended up in the back of the net. Like, that's very shocking. I can't believe it didn't go 20 meters over the net, but anyways, in terms of Zaha, you asked about Zaha.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, again, not just Zaha, but the whole team in the last month has been looking kind of frustrating. And Zaha, like, bro, Zaha has that, like, burning desire to win. Like, he's one of those players that he'll do anything. I like that about him, though. It's the thing I love the most about him. And you could tell, even though we were winning, you know, that it wasn't really enough for him. And I'm sure he knows, bro. Like, he knows we need more from him. You know, like, he's not dumb. He knows what he can do, and he knows he needs to do better. And we gave him that platform against Trabzon, bro, and he just made it happen, bro. 2 goals and an assist. And if we can get him going, and then Icardi comes back and we can get Icardi going, bruh.
Bro, you're in a catch-22 situation then, but...
Yeah, I know.
What do you do with Zaha?
I don't know, man. Like, I've been seeing... Like, okay, clearly... It hasn't been working out for him that well on the left side. And in addition to that, we've kind of lost Kerem because of that as well. So I'm not sure, bro. Like, I've seen people saying that they'd like to see Zaha behind Icardi. I've seen some people saying that we need to find some type of system to allow for 2 strikers.
Yeah, 4-4-2.
I'm not sure. I really don't know. Like, that's kind of tough. I don't know, man. But from what I saw against Trabzon, like, Zaha did look more... he just looked more involved. It just looked like... I don't know. Just looked like we were able to find him, bro. You know? Like, and I feel like that's kind of what we've been struggling with so much. Like, creating chances and actually getting the ball to our strikers in threatening positions. But I don't know, man. He just seemed... available. We were getting him the ball. He seemed involved. He seemed motivated. 2 goals, an assist, confidence high, motivation high. And maybe that's where he prefers playing. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, what would you do in that case?
The thing is, he said, I think, who was it? One of the reporters asked him, would you be open to playing a striker role? He's like, maybe, but I feel more comfortable on the left wing.
Oh, right? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but the thing is, I don't know, Zaha, if his age just caught up to him really badly over the last year. But, like, when I see him try to dribble past people, yeah, it works from time to time. But his dribble success rate isn't as high as it used to be, like, when it was in Crystal Palace, right?
Yeah,
and he's 100%. No longer in the Premier League, bro. The pace and the tempo in that league is a whole different league.
Yeah. Like,
compared to ours. And he still, like, sometimes struggles here in the Super League. And I don't know if that's because the players here are butchers and get away with a lot more, but he's having a hard time. So if you can keep him in the box where players are less likely to attack him or, like, try to tackle him, where he can get away with these dribbles more easily, I mean, I think you're looking at a pretty good success story there.
Yeah, and it's actually interesting. Like, I was telling some other people a couple of weeks ago, every time he has the ball, like when he's playing on the left side, I mean, every time he gets the ball, you swear, like, it looks like something's about to happen, bro. It looks like something's about to happen, and then it just dies, bro. He'll just lose the ball.
Back.
Exactly. He'll lose the ball, pass it back. He'll make a bad pass. Like, it's the strangest thing, bro. Like, he starts going, and you're like, oh my god, like, it really looks like something's about to happen, and then it just doesn't. So I don't know. You know, if he said that he prefers to play on the left, I'm sure he prefers scoring goals and winning games more than he prefers playing on the left. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I think he probably realized, like, bro, maybe I can make this work.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't I don't know. Like, if there's a way to incorporate him a bit better in a more central position while also maintaining Icardi, then I'm definitely open to try it. Because, bro, imagine you get him and Icardi going. Like, dude, I don't even know. That's ridiculous.
I would love to see that. You know, in the beginning of the season, you know what we were saying? We would probably see a 4-4-2 with Kerem and Icardi. But now it's Zaha and Icardi. Dude, that's just lethal.
Yeah,
lethal.
That's pretty unbelievable, honestly. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. Like, because like I said, I just, it's been so hard playing him on the left and losing Kerem, bro. Like, you know, say what you will about Kerem, and I'm one of his biggest critics, but he's showed in the past he can be useful. He can be. It's not like he's never shown us that he can score and assist, you know, and we're just no, we've seen it. We've seen that he can do it. So, I don't know. I feel like there's a way to put all these pieces together, but it's not my job to figure it out, and I'm not sure how I would figure it out either, so I'm going to leave that to
In this day and age, is there many teams that are even employing 4-4-2 unless they're up? Like,
yeah, West Ham, I think. I think it's West Ham.
Really?
Yeah. Or no, not West Ham. Sorry, Aston Villa, I think. That's who it is. There's one team in the Premier League. Yeah, it's Aston Villa, I believe. They play 4-4-2 every game.
Wait, who? I watched them. Actually, who plays with Watkins up front?
Aston Villa.
No, but who does Watkins play within a 4-4-2? You mean like
Diaby.
Watkins? So is Diaby behind him, or is it like an actual 4-4-2, or is it like a 4-4-1-1?
I think it's an actual 4-4-2, and they're the first team I've seen in a while that are like, they're kind of having some success with it, bro. Like, they're tied on points for second right now, Aston Villa. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
See, like, the main problem with it is that because, like, so what's happening? What happens now with modern football is so many formations, and the popular formations and the competitive formations include 3 midfielders, right?
Right.
And that's always been the problem, is that you always have this 3v2 in the midfield, and it makes it so hard to build up and so hard to keep possession that way. That's why most teams that, you know, don't have the ball that much, they play with a 4-4-2. And then when they win the ball, they're not really looking necessarily to keep so much possession, but they're looking to counter and attack quickly, right? But yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Like, football's changing, and, you know, Aston Villa, they're doing the job, bro. Like, they're tied for second in the Premier League. Like, you know,
it's crazy. Unai Emery's doing some fantastic work over there.
Yeah.
And yeah, no. I mean, you can make a front 2 work, but you'd have to change your whole philosophy. And I don't know if Okan would do that by employing a 3-5-2.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So, I don't know. We're going to see what he can cook up there. And I don't know. Maybe what we're seeing now is not what we'll be seeing towards the end of the season. You know, maybe we'll see something totally different.
What if this is just like a 1-game coincidence because Trabzon was just terrible, and maybe if you put Halil there, he would have scored 2 as well.
Could be.
Highly unlikely, but maybe.
Could be. It's possible, but Halil, oh, dude, Halil has been like, bro, it's actually hard to watch him sometimes. I swear.
I don't know, man. Maybe he should just play behind the striker or just on the wings.
Yeah, I don't.
Something just away from, you know, anything regarding scoring a goal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Try to assist, bro.
I don't know if it's because we're kind of getting spoiled with our Turkish players now, and it's just making it. It's like exposing Halil for being kind of shit. I don't know, but bro, it's been kind of hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I mean, I also appreciate Okan Hoca. Like, he could have put Zaha on the right and Barış at striker, and we wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
But he put Zaha straight up in striker role.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. We wouldn't have said anything about that, bro. If he did that, I mean, it's only natural, right? Bodish has played there. We've seen him play there a bunch of times for us. So, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see what happens now that Icardi's sort of creeping back. And we'll go from there, I guess. But one other thing I wanted to talk about was Davinson Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been out for a little while. Which, by the way, there was some questions surrounding that because he was apparently injured. But then when he was leaving the stadium once, one of the reporters or whoever asked him, and he said he's not injured. So
I have a theory on that.
Oh, do you? What is it?
I think Okan Hoja is playing Nelson until he sells him. He might go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, dude, Nelson. I mean, what did Sanchez like have, and for him to be injured this long?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's been like sitting out for a while now. He should be recovered to the point where we could even see him in the cup games, just get some time. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's
what other explanation is there?
Yeah, that's a perfectly valid like theory. It makes sense because, bro, Davinson Sanchez was playing fucking phenomenal. Like, he was playing so well, and then Nelson started like bitching a little bit, and then all of a sudden Sanchez is hurt, and then they ask him about it, and he goes, "Nah, I'm not hurt." So
they probably told him like, "Yeah, just chill for a few weeks till Nelson gets sold, then you go play again. No problem."
Yeah, it's very, very possible. But
you know he's not injured. And sorry to cut you off. He's not injured because he just played. He played.
Yeah, he came in I think at halftime or just after halftime or something.
Yeah. It says 45th minute.
Yeah,
Bardakcha out.
Yeah. That's right. So I don't know what's going on there because it's clear he's not injured. But that's another thing to sort of keep an eye on. But no matter how you spin it, I think, would you agree? Like, would you say it's accurate to say at the end of the season, Nelson's gone?
Yeah, because Sanchez is just, like, don't get me wrong, Nelson is good. He's improved a lot over the past month and a half after Sanchez, showed him up. But Sanchez still has the lead because look at the Trabzon. What did Trabzon do all game, bro? They marked Apo and they left Nelson unmarked. Right. They didn't pressure him. They didn't press him. Because they know he doesn't have the capability to pass like Sanchez and Apo does.
No doubt. Yeah.
And that did backfire on them slightly, but it's like if their left back wasn't Eren Elmalı and their center back wasn't Bankovic, maybe Baric wouldn't have gotten that, assist to Zaha and opened up the game, right? Maybe it was just a lucky ball, a lob over the defense. But again, like, this isn't the only time that happens. Many teams employ the same tactics because they know Nelson is just not good with the ball. And in this day and age, you really need both of your center backs to be good with the ball. And that's why I prefer Davinson over Nelson. And I think he's going to be sold.
Yeah, I fully agree. And I don't know, Nelson left kind of a bad taste in everyone's mouth after that whole thing, Yeah,
where he just left, what was it, Ultra Aslan hanging when they called him and he just went into the tunnel.
Yeah, that, and he made comments about how, he wants to play, and he's I can't remember what his comments were exactly, but it was kind of like, I don't know how to say, like, kind of snotty remarks, kind of,
Yeah.
Which, of course, I don't blame him. Of course, you want to play, and like, this is your career. You need to be playing. You need to be active and things like that. But, anyways, I think it's safe to say at the end of the season he will probably be moving, which is a shame. I really love him as a player, but we do have Davinson Sanchez, which is good. It's not like we're losing a big player and putting trash in his place.
Who would we have as backup though?
Well, I mean, we have Khan, but maybe we would need
Emin? Get it back from Westerlo?
Yeah,
whatever.
Emin Bayram, yeah, that's true. I'm not sure if we would have plans to bring in some more depth there, but yeah, I mean, bro, when you really think about it, it is kind of like the three center backs that we have, Nelson, Abdulkarim, and Sanchez, like especially when you're playing in Europe. Yeah, bro, that's so good. That's so good.
Our defensive record is the best in the league, so there you go.
And bro, and that's another thing. I've been telling people as well, if we didn't have that back line, I'm not sure what would happen this season, bro, because these games that we're winning, like 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, bro, it's, in my opinion, is like that way because of our defense. Like we don't concede many goals. So we would be in a lot more trouble if we were conceding a little bit more, right? But it's a luxury having those three center backs. Sasha, ridiculous. Having Lucas Torreira in front of them, bro, like, oh my, forget it, dude. So good. But yeah.
The Nelson, two you mentioned, by the way, if you're done with Nelson,
yeah,
if you
go
don't
ahead.
have it,
Go ahead.
What did you think of Torreira and Sasha Bowie, especially Bowie? I think he was the weakest link of the team.
Last game?
Yeah, in Trabzon game.
You think Torreira and Bowie were the weakest?
I don't know. Torreira was okay, but I see some like shakiness from Torreira. He's not like the OP everywhere in your face Torreira. But he's still good, but he's like not like on top of his game. Sasha, on the other hand, was, I don't know, he looked off as well. I don't know if like that intense, back-to-back games that he played is catching up with him. Like the fatigue is getting to him now. But he was kind of off that game, man. I don't know. He was making, like, physically he was getting kind of pounded by Fontas and them, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you got the same vibe there.
Yeah, maybe. I know there's a few times he misplaced a couple crosses, and I was like, bro, come on, like
that's usual for him, to be honest.
Yeah, aside, I don't know. I guess I can kind of see where you're coming from with that. Like, because I mean, think about it. If I were to rank the players from, top performance to bottom, he probably wouldn't be in the top half for that game. When you have like Zaha, Badush, Kerem, like I don't think he would be in the top half.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'd have to agree with you there.
He was making a lot of mistakes like in our own half.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't usually do.
Yeah, that is rare for him, to be fair. That is rare because I would say him along with Torreira, they've been probably our most like consistent performers, bro. Like especially in the big games.
Yeah.
They've been two players, and I would probably even throw Abdulkarim in there as well, where it's like, bro, if we didn't have those three, GG. There's been so many games where I thought it's been like that. But yeah, maybe you're onto something there. Maybe it wasn't his best game against Trabzon.
What did you think of Trabzon then?
I thought they were dog shit. Simple as that. I thought they were dog shit. Like, and like we said, they're missing a lot of players. But I don't know, man. Like they're in third place with 37 points.
And yet, second place destroy them in their own home.
That's what I mean, bro. Like, we're
Quality
tied.
Difference.
The goal difference is what? I think we have like 30 more goals than them or something, or like something
31 to 9 goal difference.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. That kind of speaks for itself. We're tied on 54 points with Fener. They have 37 points right below us. So yeah, they're kind of dog shit, to be honest. Even if they did have those players, I still think we would have won this game.
Probably wouldn't have been 5-1. But it still would have been a good game for us at the end of the day.
Agreed, definitely. But I just don't think that they're very good this season, along with Beşiktaş. But yeah, I don't know, man. We got to keep just trucking towards that finish line. And I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that there are more points to drop for Fener. Well, 3 against us. And, I'm sure there's some more bumps in the road for them. So
what makes you so confident about this?
They bro, like, look, they can win games 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1 against
7-0, I think.
Konya or something. Yeah. Whatever it is, bro. I know Fener. Bro. It's not in them. It's not in them to do this all the way to the finish line. It's not in them, bro. It's not in their DNA. They won't do it, bro. I know that they're gonna drop points along the way. I know they're gonna choke like they always do, bro. And I'm gonna be saying this until they prove me wrong. But it's been so long since they've proven me wrong. I'm just gonna keep saying the things that I've always been saying, you know? And like I always tell everyone, they know how to score goals. We've been struggling to score goals. We're both winning games. So who's gonna crack first, bro? You know, who's gonna crack first?
Galatasaray has a history of starting bad but finishing strong, whereas Fenerbahce really doesn't have that kind of culture. Like, pressure does them no good, right? Yeah. They either need to be champions way ahead of schedule, like late March, early April, or they just start imploding from inside. And whereas us, we like pressure, bro. We like the chaos. It just brings us to like a whole different level. Like, it just activates adrenaline for us. Yeah. And it's a whole different culture. And they haven't been champions for it's going to be 10 years, hopefully this year, when we get the 24th champion, God willing. And it's like when you aren't champions for that long, you just really struggle to like keep calm at anything. Any little inconvenience, you guys, like, they start to, you know, panic. Chaos ensues.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
It's not like that with us. We like the chaos.
Yeah. And we love proving people wrong, bro. Like, I find most of the time, it's the mindset that wins it for you, bro. Like, Fener, they defeat themselves right from the beginning. You know, like, half of their fan base is like, oh, bro, why do we bother with this? You know, Galatasaray already have won it before it started. They have players playing for other teams. They have this, they have that. They have the refs.
The projection. Oh, my God,
yeah, dude, it's I don't know. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they defeat themselves. Whereas us, no matter what bumps are in the road, we know that we're going to find a way around them or find a way over them. You know, if we can't go around them, we'll go right through them. You know? So let's see what happens. But if you ask me, from my opinion, I think that there's more points to drop for them, and I don't think this is their year. Sorry to break it to them, but
they literally copied us from last year. We built an insane squad. A lot of it could have been where like we wouldn't be able to get players back. Yeah, they did the same thing. Yeah, they built an insane squad, but in this scenario, our coach is just better. Yep. Simple as that.
That's very true.
You know, their team is carrying their coach. I'm not saying their coach is bad, but I haven't seen anything like all crazy, you know, thought experiment.
He's not a winner, bro. He's not a winner.
Yeah, dude, Okan has 7 championships. What does Ismail have?
He's not a winner, bro. He has no winning DNA in him. He knows nothing about that, bro. He knows nothing about winning. You know?
Bro, and the fact that Fenerbahce fans will criticize us or other teams, like they criticize Trabzon for selling. Bro, what did you guys do in your own stadium? You guys don't even have a shot on target.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. It's crazy.
We didn't have Fred. Okay, bro. Imagine basing your whole team and success around one player.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, dude. To say the least, we've heard them say some just mind-boggling things. But anyways, we have what day is it today? Monday. We have a match coming up on Thursday, actually. Bro, what a weird schedule. I know things got messed up a little bit with the whole referee incident, but we have a match on Thursday and then Monday. And Thursday we're at home against Trabzonspor.
So, if you're done with do you think you have anything else to say about the Trabzon game?
I do not. Anything? We can go back.
Closing thoughts.
If there's something
Closing
else.
thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
Just I'm happy that we actually won something. This is the first time we scored more than 4 goals or 5 goals in general. This is a very good start for us. This can be something like a snowball effect for us, right?
Yeah.
And this just, Fenerbahce is going scoring, 5 goals to like Anadolu teams, right? They're the teams that are just selling their butts, whereas we are doing it away in a derby and against your rival who lost points just the same way they did last year at home against the relegation, candidate. And now, not only do you play at home, your rival is playing away to a Başakşehir, who is slowly picking up form. So
Timing
it's a
beautiful thing.
What a great week for Galatasaray fans. Also, side note, Fatih Terim with Panathinaikos is winning too. Love to see GS.
Love to see it, bro.
Winners winning. Also, one more thing. For those that are interested, Turkish Cup dates have been announced. Or not the dates, but the team that we're playing against. We're playing against Bandırmaspor.
Yep.
Probably the easiest opponent, so that's pretty lucky for us, I would say.
I'm telling you, man, things are turning here. The timing's a beautiful thing, bro. We're coming off a huge away win against Trabzon just to go back home against the last place team. I don't know, man.
I don't know. All right, so Istanbulspor at home. Thoughts? What are you expecting for this game?
I'm expecting us to carry that momentum. I'm going to be really upset if we go into this match with a 1-0 win. Like, this is a perfect opportunity for us to accelerate forward. Use that push and that momentum we got from Trabzon and wreck these guys, bro. Like, simple. 3-4, 5-0 at home. We don't have many injuries, thankfully. We just have Ziyech and Bakambu away in the African Cup of Nations. We're healthy for the most part. It looks like Icardi's coming back. Zaha's picking up form. It's a beautiful opportunity, bro. Beautiful. And even after this, we have another home match, bro. We play Istanbulspor, and then a few days after, on Monday, we're at home against Gaziantep. So Gaziantep is only like 1 point out of a relegation spot as well.
I think they're picking up, though. I think
Yeah.
they have a new coach or something like that because they gave Fenerbahce a really hard time at home.
Yeah,
they almost took points from them.
Yeah, Fener won only 1-0 that match. Yeah.
Right.
So,
but like you said,
it's there for the taking, bro. That's all I'm saying. We have a really good opportunity here in the next couple weeks to pick up some momentum. And hopefully, if the train gets going, there won't be any stopping it. So let's see what happens,
Dude, I want a really goal-filled game just so we close the average a little bit. Because I don't know if Fenerbahce is going to go and beat, Başakşehir 7-0 on their own, right?
Yeah.
So this is your opportunity to really go ham.
Yeah, man. It's a perfect chance. Perfect opportunity.
So here's the thing. What would you do if you're Okan? Are you going to play Icardi or are you going to play Zaha? Zaha played against a Trabzonspor that, opened up slightly. They weren't parking the bus, but they weren't like overly aggressive. Well, you definitely know Istanbul's going to sit their ass in that 20-yard box. They ain't moving.
Yeah.
Setting up camp, cooking marshmallows.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it like this. If there's any thought at all floating around in Okan's head as to how we can play with both Icardi and Zaha, Thursday's the day to experiment with that because you're at home against the worst team in the league. If there's a half of a thought in your head of you wanting to play some type of different way and try to incorporate these guys, it's kind of a good time to try it. So let's see what happens. But if you ask me what I would do, bro, I hate to be that guy, but it's kind of hard for me to turn down a Cardi, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of difficult for me to do that. But I don't know. Okan gets paid the big bucks, bro, not me. Let's see what he does here.
I don't know if he gets paid big bucks. You know, I've been saying he needs a new contract.
That's very true.
You know, he's getting paid like 600, 700K. I heard people say that he got a new extension or like he got a raise, but I didn't see anything official. I might have missed it.
I don't recall seeing that, yeah.
Right? So he's not getting paid like crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
But no, I have hope with Okan. I think he'll pull through. He'll do something. If he does do a 4-4-2 and it blows up in his face, can you... I don't know. Yeah, you can blame him at the end of the day. Why are you going for a 4-4-2? People will say that. Yeah, one thing we didn't... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know if you saw his post-match comments, but he was kind of upset with how the social media and just the media in general have been treating the players. And he's saying, let's be a little bit more patient.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, Okan really wants some, like, we have to give him patience. We have to give the team patience. We have to, like, if we don't give him any patience, how can we expect him to try new things? You know what I mean? Because, like, one little thing, and him and the players just get insane amount of criticism. I mean, criticism is good, but sometimes it can be overblown, can be blown out of proportion, and it could really stop him from making just that slight, adjustment or trying something completely new without having to worry about an insane amount of backlash.
I mean, and like I said, we've been winning games as well, you know, and that's got to count for something. I know we haven't been winning them how we've wanted to be winning them, but we've been winning them, right? It's one thing playing horrible football and, you know, you're mid-table, and it's a different thing playing horrible football and still getting results. So I think this would be a totally different story if, you know, Fener had like a 10-point lead or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I again, bro, look, I have my criticism for him. But you have to look at the facts. You have to look at the facts. We've been winning games. So if he's asking for a bit of patience, I think he deserves a bit of patience. You know, we're right there, bro. We're tied on 54 points. Let's see what he can do, you know?
Yeah, and you have a lot of advantages. Like, you just have one more away derby, really.
Yeah.
With the Beşiktaş.
Yeah.
You play Başakşehir at home, and you play Fenerbahçe at home.
Yeah.
So we have quite a bit of, you know, cards in our hand right now. And it's up to us to make use of that. But what is your score predictions for Istanbul if you have nothing else to add?
I'm going to say 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4-0. I think they're in for a really, really rough time. But I don't know, man. Let's see what happens. Like I said, it's the perfect time. It's the perfect time to make something happen and push the momentum forward. I'm being optimistic here and saying that we're going to make it happen. So
I hope you're right, because the last 2 games, they haven't conceded a goal.
Oh, is that right? Wow.
Yeah, 2 games. They beat Kayseri just last game.
Mm-hmm.
1-0. Tied Konya 0-0 the game before, and tied Adana Demir before that 2-2. So we'll see. I don't know if they like cleaned up their act after, you know, taking that thrashing from Fener.
And bro, I'm interested as well, because I remember, like, if they come out against us with like a 5-back or something after they were like attacking Fener, and like, bro, I'm gonna be like,
it wouldn't be surprising, bro, because plenty of teams done that against them,
dude.
Konyaspor in particular.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that, bro. I'm just gonna be so pissed off. But let's see, because their coach, I think he got sacked, right? Or am I thinking of? No, I think I'm thinking of the Konya coach. Yeah, that was the Konya coach, I think, that got sacked. But anyways, I remember they were attacking, they were pushing, they were trying to score. They were playing open against Fener. Let's see, bro. If they line up with like a 5-3-2 or something, I'm gonna be so pissed off. But
I'm waiting for something like that because that's like the only way you can play against Galatasaray. Because if you play open, you're gonna get slammed. Hard.
Yeah, and that was the game. Cengiz scored 4 goals, I think. Yeah, he scored 4 goals, and then Dzeko scored 1. So
ridiculous, man.
Totally ridiculous. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna keep my eye on that. You'll be the first guy I message when the lineup comes out. If they're playing a 5-back, you'll be the first guy I message. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, they won't play, a guy who's never played in that position before,
Yeah.
Nothing like that, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, with that said, John, great having you, bro. Good to be back.
Great to be back, man.
It's great to have you guys listening to us. This has been episode 75 of The Lion's Den. Again, we do this for you guys, for the community, done by the community. If you guys want to reach out to us, you can find us at The Lions Den GS on X, aka Twitter, and Instagram. You can hit us up for a Discord invite where you can come talk to us about the game, have a general conversation, do what you like. But yeah, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for supporting us and asking us if we're okay. We're okay. And we're back. See you guys on the next one. Peace and take care.
Peace.